All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the finals. We have Lost One VRP versus Otaman and Bulki. Bulki in the green playing sisters, Otaman in the orange playing orcs. Got East versus West. VRP playing Admech, and we got Space Marine as Lost One. I am joining this record a little bit at turn 21, but we do have basically a wreck early hero building, and barracks from Lost One. Pretty low research, so I assume this is going to be a push coming soon from them, maybe. Um, no icon on the captain, so not sure exactly how this is going to pan out for a long game SM, because you're so behind in research with no icons or scroll with the early hero. We got Battle Sisters with Bulky. Again, we're seeing pretty straightforward. I think it was a book for Sisters. Yeah. To barracks into expansion building. We're going to be seeing Infantry Sisters. We've got Sisters of Repenta already. Scrap Jets from Bulky. Sorry, from Otaman. Towers are dropped primarily on rec towers or rec specials. Orc getting very good map control. Just with 3 orc boys. That's the big thing you can see on the map here is just huge map control from Otaman. Like, either he got extremely lucky with just very little wildlife, or he did a lot of clearing with the 3 orc boys at the start. Kind of a slow start for VRP though. I mean, not many outposts. We're seeing some scouts in this game from SM. My assumption is maybe they're gonna hope for a Melta bomb timing push. So kind of looks like, based on this build, that it's a very low research, probably just like 5 barracks, very low units, I guess. That's what the Space Marine build looks like. So like it's not gonna be a late game at all. Um, Meaning that if the opponents get their more super high tier unit, like tier 8, tier 7, tier 9, Space Marine will be on like tier 5 or 4. But I mean, I can see it working if they can end the game before turn 50. It's just sheer mass of like tacticals with melted bombs. The transports could be huge because it has the assault trait. But scrap jets are very glass cannon. They don't even need melta bombs, really, to be honest. They you can kind of shoot them or hit them with pretty much any unit and they kind of blow up. I mean, they only have 6 armor. That's not a lot of armor for like a so-called tank unit or vehicle unit, and very low health, but they do a lot of damage. So anyways, this tournament will be ending today. I cannot cover all the games. I actually work in 2 hours. But this is, I believe, game 1. So I can at least cover this game. And then I can, in the description or comments, I can probably indicate which team won the tournament. But this gives you guys a taste of what's going on. So wall level 8, 310. Not gonna see any heroes from Orc. It looks like just want to get that more attacks from the Wa. The 2 Marines at the start. So another thing, Space Marine obviously forward settled with AdMech here, obviously. Seeing the Iron Striders, which are a pretty good unit, range 3. I think in certain situations it's pretty powerful. And they're somewhat tanky. They're going sim off. War 27. Because they see an outpost. Also, when SM is in the game, you usually want to check them pretty quickly, because if they did forward expand, you can grab all their outposts and perhaps maybe kill a tower. So that was a good idea from Otaman. Sim is off. Now we go into regular Gladius. Might be wondering, if you're new, what is this whole business of sim off, war like this turn? So sim turns was introduced, I think, at the start of Gladius, but the problem was, to play a whole game on sim turns, it just becomes a real click fest and is not fun at all. I think I've done it maybe just a couple times. But when you're playing against wildlife, sim turns is really nice because both players are just attacking the AI, attacking the wildlife, so the game can go very quickly. So what players have done, the devs introduced a turn off, turn on system with sim turns, which is perfect. So players can start the game, all the players, all the teams, and when another team gets close to another team or player, they can declare it in the chat, sim turns off, and then add 2 turns or add turn and a half, basically, of no aggression, no PvP tactics on each other. And then once that turn hits, anything goes. But basically, it speeds up the game. And yes, you might say you lose a surprise element a little bit, but it's well worth saving, 40 minutes to an hour. Um, like that's how much literally time you save in Gladius if you play it in that respect. So yeah, I think it's pretty much if you play any serious PvP today with Gladius, like that is the format everyone plays. So hope that history lesson you enjoyed. So yeah, he's gonna probably grab a lot of outposts, Ottoman, and maybe attempt to kill this fortress because he does not have shieldhold stronghold shielding. Uh, but I am not a super believer of this SM build. I mean, I think it can work, but he's building another refractory. Um, he's got 235 in the bank, 3 barracks. Okay, I guess it makes sense. But the research is just so low. Like again, it's all up to these low tier infantry to seal the deal. And I mean, he probably has gone the chapter tactics for tacticals, obviously. I don't know. I know if it goes into real late game, it's definitely game over. But we'll see if the mid game attack can win it for BRP and Lost One. I think Admech is. Oh, they both have really good production. So three production there. So only 2 barracks is over here. But you do have the expansion. The expansion for the heroes, yeah. We have 3 armories from Bulki, from Otaman. Oh no, 4. Okay, so it looks like Otaman didn't go his typical high science build, although science is a respectable 30 almost before turn 30, which is I think okay. Nothing like super high, but definitely not bad. And then subpar almost 26 for sisters. Admech really low science, really low science. Okay. Uh yeah, that's okay. So Team VRP and Lost One, they have to end this game fairly early. Because neither of them have any, like they have very low science. We're like half of what Ottoman and Bulky have. But Ottoman has gone more aggressive with his production, and he still has double the science of the other players. The thing I noticed big that's helping, I think, Ottoman is just the sheer map control that he has. And the more stuff he attacks with Orc and kills, the more influence and or he gets. So just let that set in a bit. Yeah. So I mean, right now I'm like, damn. I think unless Ottoman and Bulki really mess up in their first engagement, it's looking really good for them right now. If you're curious, how much does a scrap jet do to a captain? A naked captain at melee range, 2.4. Yeah. But once he's item up, it will be hard for them to kill. But not with Retributors. Retributors can slice and dice a captain pretty easily if they don't move. One thing to note, this is sort of the recommended map size, which they tend to be a lot bigger, and in that regard they favor greed builds or double books and stuff like that. Which next tournament it's going to be on the smaller one map size down when we play. So instead of medium, it'll be small if it's a 2v2. But this one is a medium map. But both these teams sort of went, like, no one went super greed. Kind of the opposite. Very low science. I know I chatted with Otaman before this game, and he was pretty sure that VRP and Lost One would be very aggressive or two base, kind of two base play. And it seems like he was 100% right on that. So right now they have a pretty big army to effectively clear wildlife very quickly at this point, which will mean Captain can get a lot of influence, which they could probably Rambo the Captain or build another Captain. Personally, my commentary on this is if I build a hero building, I generally want to at least get 2 to 3 heroes out of that production building, because it's kind of like, you know, you have this production building and it's, you know, kind of not doing anything as far as production goes. So I think, like, I wouldn't, if I go heroes with a SM, I try to at least get 2 heroes at the minimum. So a captain and a chaplain, or sometimes dual captains and a chaplain. That seems to be my thing. And then I feel like I don't waste that kind of production from that building as much. But yeah, he built it quite early, it looks like, after the wreck. And the problem with that is he didn't icon the hero, the captain. So the captain's upkeep is quite high. And that's why he doesn't really have a lot of influence for that second captain, I guess. And that's why sometimes, you know, going right away into hero building, like second build, sometimes is a little kind of risky. I like I said, if you get an early captain, I tend to either want to scroll him or get an icon, so that way his upkeep isn't slowing you down. You're still gaining 4 more influence from just a hero out there. All right, so going for the Umbras, wasn't able to finish, but he has a mech boy to heal his scrap jets, basically. So little scary. He should maybe keep these 2 SM tacticals near this tower up here. But he doesn't see, if I click on... Okay, he does see orange Otaman took an outpost there, so he is aware. So second Dune Rider out. And we're going to start seeing some wildlife clearing here. Captain getting influence. And captains can get influence in transports and level up in transports. Oh wow, getting a salt green. That's real interesting. SM player needs power. All right, getting a book now. Okay, so a later book, maybe to hopefully get Melted Bomb a little bit quick soon. So research is so low. So they are getting closer to each other. So we're gonna pretty soon see the first engagement from both teams. Battle Sister still kind of has a big percentage of her arm of the sister army in the bottom right. So Otaman might not want to engage when they meet up here in the middle. So gets that kill. How much ore does he get from Umbra? Oh, it doesn't tell me. Does he get? Yeah, he does get ore for. It's just not showing up on my screen. Okay, so he is getting 3 ore per kill value. Okay, which could be higher. So kill value is when you go to level, it tells you the death experience value. So it's ×3 times that, which Umbras are like 4.8. So almost 5 times 3 is like 15 ore. So when you're spectating it, it doesn't give you the ore value, but if you're on the same team in an actual game, it shows you the ore that the orc player is getting. So that's interesting. If he can get Melt a Bomb pretty soon, that would help him get rid of the scrap jets quick. Lost his AFK. So what I can tell you guys, there'll be another tournament coming. It's going to be on smaller maps, pretty much the same format as you're seeing, but one size map smaller. And we'll be playing the same format as faction picking and banning. The community mod enabled, which will drastically nerf, well, fix some of the balance problems with Battle Sisters Dark Elder mainly, and AdMech. I've been testing out the balance mod lately, and it seems a pretty good change. Minimal, nothing added to the game, but just changing some numbers in that. And I think it's in a good place right now. And maybe that will be patched to the original game. So they're going for farming here in this area. They don't have vision of Ottoman's army, so, but they're very close. Like, yep. All right, just on my phone looking at stuff. Pretty much just dancing with the wildlife right now, and Otaman slowly grabbing outposts on the top left. We do see a Mexican showdown. All right, so Scrap Chat meet Vanguard. Vanguard meet Scrap Chat. Will they go on their first date? Tune in. All right, so this is an interesting turn. VRP and lost one. Do they pursue the Scrapjet and push into the unknown? Do they send a recon, maybe a Strider to get more intelligence? It has no Overwatch. I kind of feel like you want to at least send a scout or something, because you're death balled in the center here, so you have the momentum. You might as well, if it's death ball versus death ball, then have at her. But I think that's the correct play. Do some recon with some type of unit. Maybe go in the cover here, and then figure out, do you want to engage that or not? Or they can continue to go kill wildlife, which, okay, he's going to get items, it looks like. If you look at the 212 influence, though, that's probably a smart move there. They could have killed the scorpion first, I think, then moved to the trader, but that's just me nitpicking. What is he going to get? They see a scrapjet, so maybe a digital weapon, or just, no, okay, he's going for survivability. So Zohai plus vest plus bracer, looks like we're gonna see. Does he have enough for that? 54. No. Yeah, if he would have killed that scorpion, he would have had enough for Zohai and vest. So maybe a little bit of a misplay there. So knowing Ottoman, that's too juicy not to. Yeah, he can range 2 that Vanguard and kill it. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for it. We don't even have crack grenades. Or crack, not crack grenades, but... Oh wow, these do a lot of damage. With the healer, you are good to go. Oh wow, so Ottoman doesn't go for the injured Vanguard with the Daka scrapjet. My thinking is probably he didn't want to risk losing a scrapjet for a Vanguard, which he probably knows. Oh, there's lots of Striders probably, so yeah, makes sense. I mean, Ottoman is very familiar with AdMech, so he sees a unupgraded Vanguard. He knows that it's a vehicle build AdMech, or at least that's the primary kind of unit. So in Gladius, a lot of times you can get intel by looking at what type of unit you see or the upgrades on a unit. And that's how a lot of times players can estimate on what type of build that they're really going for. Got to work hitting the gate for some influence. Turn 31. Right, so the river is going to save the Space Marine from getting attacked by 2 Orc boys. Because 1, 2, 3 plus extra movement from here we go 4, which would stick you still on the... Look at scrapjets. Yeah, they trade very well against Iron Striders. No engineers? Okay, so we got a Dominus, that's why. But still. Yeah. Kind of would like to see 1 engineer with the army here. Alright, so went to the trader. Alright, they're gonna level up in the Umbras. Oh wow, okay, so they found a scrapjet. Now Ottoman will have to respond to this because it is getting close to Sister's base. And I guess he's gonna leave Overwatch on. We We do have a Rambo Tech Priest Dominus with Stun Grenade. Are we going to see Celestine? Retributors, no Celestine. The Umbra got attacked pretty hard. Oof, watch out. That Vanguard. Oh yeah, so these Def Copters will definitely do the trick against Space Marine. Otaman going back now to respond to the troop movements of the other team. Still cranking out these scrap jets like there's no tomorrow. Board's looking pretty good. He's got 4 armories. 5 armories at turn 32. Are you okay? So let me explain how that's even possible. Because Otaman is using the faction's ability to its fullest by killing units, he's gaining ore resources. So usually to have 5 armories at turn 32 is unheard of, but he is gonna have 6 basically. So he's really taking that fighting mechanic with the orcs to the fullest. Because he cleared so much wildlife and killed so many units, he's able to bank a lot of ore or finance ore, and that's why he's sort of like just pumping out like tons of scrap jets, which is very impressive actually. Because none of them, I mean, no one has close to 5. Like we have 3 productions still over here. 3, yeah. I mean, usually at turn 33 is the norm. Maybe 4 production buildings, but 3 definitely. And Otaman's like going to 5, going to 6, which is just unheard of. So that's bad for Lost One and VRP, as far as if they're trying to be really aggressive, because that is a lot of production. So they're gonna have to really win these engagements. But the thing about scrapjets do well versus basically everything in the early game, and their only weakness is that they're like made out of paper, kind of. But if you're dead, you're dead. So there's nothing to counterattack if all your troops are gone. All right, going back, I'm surprised he didn't want to try to focus fire these Umbras to get more influence. Like, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of a misplay. But I guess we're gonna get a vest. So we can get a stun grenade. Not super good because there's no Saint Celestine as of yet. Oh, there is a Saint Celestine. I apologize, guys. I misread that. There is a Saint Celestine coming. So they predicted correctly. Dominus. So they have 2 stun grenades. They can stun her for 2 turns. But I just think Otaman's scrapjets are just gonna wreck them. Because Otaman just needs a good counterattack or alpha strike, but probably counterattack. The 4 movement, range 2. These things are gonna do a lot of damage. And they don't currently they don't have anything that can really zone the scrapjets except the captain. And maybe Dominus a little bit, but yeah, Dominus is itemized, so yeah. But again, like I said, I think they're on a turn clock. Space Marines and AdMech, they have very low science. I mean, you did build the book at this point, so but it's not even at 30. So, are we going to see a fully kitted Saint Celestine? If we check the influence will be able to get her some armor or concealed weapon. Are we going to see assault marines? He researched assault marines, but no assault marines have been made. Seems like Ottoman wants to set up for a counterattack at their base positions, based on what I'm seeing. I mean, Ottoman has almost half the map. Basically, the whole north part of the map he almost owns, like Monopoly. So he doesn't have to, like, okay, you want to come into my base areas, my territory? By all means, come in. Your reinforcements will take longer, mine are quicker, and I might even have base advantage depending how aggressively you push me in my territory. Still more Umbras down here. Like I said, I would prefer them to knock out all these Umbras. That would give them more influence. So Dominus, yeah, could level up. And does he have deeds 3? Okay. They should have the Marines. Okay, there we go. Alright, level 6 captain. Got orbital strike now. Influence is back at 104. Alright, so be a little aggressive with his Marines. I think Ottoman saw a Marine went into the forest here. So he'll jink the Death Copter. Oh no. He moves back. Sending another. So this is smart. Obviously, he wants to win this engagement here to knock out the towers, which would be huge. Captain does have orbital strike, though. Okay, so we got Saint Celestine out. These were the items that were picked up from the Runes of Vault in the early game. And I could imagine they're going to put an axe on her, maybe. To one-shot infantry. And I will be... Oh, wow. Okay. Going for the orc. It's on fungus, though. So the orc will get healing. They will focus fire that marine. Probably bring it down to one model. And then it's going to retreat, but then get picked off, it looks like. All right, so we saw Dominus Skyr Skull, which revealed let's see, what did it reveal? This area here. I feel like they're just playing into Otaman's playbook here. He has Orbital Strike. All right. Oh, wow. He finishes it. Otaman, you did it again. Okay, we're gonna see some battle Wiggins. Man, Orc is such a good faction. I really like. I think Orc definitely is underestimated a lot in this game, but I think it's a really good faction. All right, concealed plus armor. Okay, so yeah, that's a good option. I mean, she almost uh will not quite one shot infantry, but come very close to it. Yeah, I don't see Lost One in BRP winning at the base against a counterattack of this many scrap jets. I think it's gonna be uh a counterattack victory for Otaman and Bulki. They do have melta bombs, but like I said, I think Otaman will be smart. Keep his scrap jets fairly behind the reach of melta bomb, and then when he'll get the counterattack in, and then kill all the Space Marines. And so they have the option Alpha Strike with, say, Celestine to eat up all the Overwatch. So they have a lot of options here. Just kind of wait for a counterattack. The other problem is these towers are now going to be in trouble. And, I mean, losing 2 wreck towers, that's going to be GG for Space Marines. Constant production, it looks like, if that does happen. Right, Retributors in the forest there. They see the stun grenade on Tech Priest Dominus. They need to load up these transports with melta bomb units. I think that's okay. They have a few, but this one has 2. Oh boy. All right, is Celestine gonna jump into the thick of things here, knowing that she sees a stun grenaded Dominus? Got 2 Retributors here, but they have to move and shoot, which are less effective. Down you go. Yep, it was set up for a counterattack, it looks like. So the retributors are also very dangerous for the heroes, such as Dominus and the Captain. Um, there's a lot of threat here, but the biggest threat is Otaman's counterattack units. Because those scrapjets trade very well against this entire army, except for the heroes. Going on to fungus, and that's why orcs are really good. Yeah, so if this army dies, that's going to be GG, probably. Okay, fully committed without us. Okay, there's the scan. All right, you do have a melted bomb target. Just a normal battle sisters in there. You have retributors, you see the scan. This one did not move, so it has the full value. So that's scary. They don't really have chaff units to prevent Overwatch. So all their units are going to take a lot of damage unless they range it. Yeah, he would have to use all the Striders. Oh, he has Orbital Strike. Will we see Orbital Strike? Yeah, we might see Orbital Strike here. Okay, there you go. That's definitely going to make it more safer. Still takes some damage, but yeah, much less. He can heal himself, I believe. Okay. So that was tactically, I like that. That was a nice play. Still don't see the counterattack units. Oh, now he sees. Okay. All right. Will they be? So you gotta be careful. Definitely gotta be careful. See all those scrap jets? You have 51 seconds left. Gotta make decisions. I'm gonna take out another scrap jet. Oh. No, he's... The Striders are gonna... Oh, gosh. He keeps forcing the Striders closer to the counterattack army. So, here's what's gonna happen. These scrap jets are just gonna... Once they get broken, they're gonna get one-shotted. And that's gonna be very painful to watch all these Iron Striders get blown up. Do you have the armor up ability? No edict is done. I don't know if he did or did not, but that could have been big. I'm assuming we're gonna see Saint Celestine make a maybe go into the city tile. All right, and those are very good at eating Overwatch war buggies. Will we get a battle pause here? I don't know if they need a battle pause. It's pretty straightforward. Take your scrap jets and just bonk bad mech right now. um, she doesn't have her jump. Okay, so she sort of has to fight. She could go into cover here, and yeah, as soon as, all right, not broken yet, but all right, now they're in the yellow. Does that, yeah, 1 kill shots now on the yellow striders. So it wasn't even broken. It's shaken that does the trick. Ouch. Oh, you didn't need to do that. I don't think. I think it was a 1 shot anyways. And then, yeah, it's game over. Wall level 5. He has such a big army. I mean, that's huge. That was, again, I predicted that is what we would have saw. Just a really big counterattack win for Otaman and Bulki. And yeah, I think once you see scrapjets, you have to, oh gosh, you have to be aware of that counterattack potential. Kind of like land speeder timing push with melted weapons. Like, you have to respect it. You have to be careful. And the only way you win is if you do a huge alpha strike on the scrapjets, because they can heal with the mechs. And once they get you shaken or broken, you're one shot. So yeah, this is totally defeated. I mean, at this point, I mean, it's a tournament game. Are they gonna like play it out? But I like, when you lose your whole army in the first engagement, that usually spells defeat. Usually, because I mean, the Bulky, or sorry, VRP and Lost One, they killed a few units on their turn, but Otaman and Bulky killed way more units, like half the army already. So this is going to get shut down. I mean, they have stun grenades, but stun grenades aren't going to do anything. They can't kill Celestine with half the army gone. They don't have the high level units anyways. They just have these Iron Striders, which are not a good option against stack of jets, or sorry, scrap jets. So this is just a brutal counterattack loss. But I guess we're gonna see one last stand here. I mean, you're in retribution territory now, so you need to delete that retributor, which I don't think you can. So I'm sure we'll get a GG once the Dominus dies. Yeah, that was painful to watch, but you gotta remember, these are you're playing Otaman and Bulky, very good, smart players. So you definitely can't make blunders like that. You got to assess the situation, play accordingly. They needed like chaff units, like or like a scout bike. They needed, or a scan, Space Marine scan, to effectively identify where the counterattack would be. They didn't have, they could have got those Texer units, but yeah, I mean, he's pushing. He's gonna kill a couple scrap jets, but again, we're looking at a 6 armory build orc. Okay, that is crazy. We're not even in turn 40 and he has 6 armories. So losing a few units here, it's not going to be too bad. You got wagons coming in with more mechs. The retributors will focus on Dominus, I assume. Uh oh, they got no healer up here. Okay. Oh, desperation. A tower comes down with no shielded. Yes, I can tell you folks, that is desperation at its finest. That is never a good sign to do that. So it looks like it's going to be 1-0 for Otaman and Bulki. I cannot, I do not think I'm pretty sure I can't cast the last or the next game because I got to go to work. But I'll update in comments or in description maybe who won the whole tournament here. But this one's definitely going to go to Otaman and Bulki, I believe. Unless a miracle happens, which I just don't see. Because even if you stun Celestine, you don't have anything to kill her with. There's no devastators. You don't have the crack bolt gun, so and more towers are going to be harassed. Oof, scrapjet's huge. That tower is going down. So that tower went down right away. He's going to lose this tower, then this tower. And yeah. And the captain, unless the captain runs into the transport, and the Dominus too, they're not going to survive this if they don't retreat now. Too bad. If they could have tried to zone the captain to force them to use units to give the captain a chance to escape, but they didn't do that. So looks like they'll just run the captain to the transport with Dominus and just retreat probably to the middle area for reinforcements. But like I said, guys, I don't know. I mean, Celestine is just getting stronger the more she levels up. That mech now producing onagers, which are very late. I mean, the other nail in the coffin, in my opinion, is going to lose these 2 towers up here. Like, that's 2 wreck towers, which is going to bring him down to probably like plus 10 or 12 or something like that. That's not good. All right, speeding up the production of his armories. So, I mean, Otaman predicted the aggression and picked a really good counter unit like scrap jets. And that's why you don't want to put towers where your spawn is if you're going to forward base. Although the towers are very on the end there. kind of unlucky. But again, Otaman's smart. He sent a couple units specifically to do that, and it definitely paid off for him. Attacking Saint Celestine. Oh no, eating Overwatch. I know, it's like out of all the Space Marine builds you could go, I found this one was very weak. Like, it's, yeah, too bad you didn't do like book first into 3 armories or something. And if you would have saw the scrapjet, maybe focus into a lot of predators. Predators definitely can trade way better than scrapjets. But yeah, they lost a transport of 2 Marines in there. That was pretty big. And I will be right back. I'm going to get something to eat. All right. I'm going to be eating my breakfast here while I commentate sort of this game that's kind of decided already. You might hear me eating my corn pops with fruit cereal. Mm. So that is a tower down. No battle pauses. All right. Describe had his breakfast. Okay, what have we seen here? Orc transport. Just pushing more here. Yeah, I just don't see it, guys. I mean, I just do not see it. Oh gosh, frontline retributors. All right, they're gonna stay and fight this. They have to kill these retributors. Would it been better to focus on the retributors? You have melt a bomb, but okay. Captain needs to get uh deeper into the lines to zone them out. And we never saw any chapter edicts for the Marines, which I think is a big missed opportunity. I mean, I do main Space Marines, so like if you're gonna go with mass, tacticals, mass assaults, you really want to take advantage of the chapter edict. So no stun again. They have to deal with the Retributor. They have jump. I don't like their positioning here. So you can just heal Dominion. Grenade? It's orbital. $30. They have an assault that can multi-bomb the scrapjet, which they have vision of. 19 seconds. You can do jump pack here, multi-bomb this, but doesn't look like he's gonna do it. Level 6 Dominus. So it keeps those assaults hidden. All right, loses 2 wreck towers. You are at 15 or wreck. So he's lost 3 towers. The Desperation Tower at the first engagement. 2 spawn towers. Yeah. Not the best. They have so little map control, guys. I mean, VRP and Lost One are just getting taken to school, in my opinion, right now from Otaman and Bulki. And if this is a taste of is what to come in the series, then it might be a 2-0 victory for Bulki and Otaman. They definitely need to change their play style up here. I believe VRP and Lost One, because this 2 base aggression thing did not pan out for them at all. I mean, you could tell the city is just more of a tactical city at this point. I mean, that being said, his scrapjack count is quite low. But again, yes, yeah, Saint Celestine leading the charge doesn't really matter. But you went more into the Death Copters. Melt a bomb, okay, counter to infantry. That's why. Still on 3 production. Yeah. I turned 42, yeah. Gotta get into 4, I think, production at this stage with Space Marine. Oh boy. And broken. Retributors. It's hard to break Space Marine. And Space Marines is broken. Because they show no fear, minus 33 moral loss, and they're broken. Yeah, and their army is dwindling. Still have not used the stun grenades. Again, they don't have they don't have an answer for, like, even if they stun Saint Celestine, they have nothing, no counter unit to kill her with. Mm-hmm. I mean, in my opinion, you should not allow a player get this much real estate. Like, look at all this. Like, I feel like you're doing something incredibly wrong if that's the case. Because this is a huge economic boost to Ottoman having this many outposts. Okay, so Celestine has the Empire's Vengeance, which is a blast type free action. Don't even care. Oh gosh. Just, yeah. Pretty soon it's just going to be the captain and Dominus left. When is the GG gonna happen, guys? I mean, it looks like pretty soon Ottoman and Bulki are gonna have the whole map in their color. Yeah, so pretty surprising game one from I guess VRP and lost one. When you compare this to, like, say, game one of the Demos matchup, which was the first matchup Bulky and Ottoman took, very close game. In fact, you could say maybe they were going to lose that one. Then the second game, they went greed and won with Cataphrons against Demos' team. But this was like not even close. This was just straight up outplayed, outsmarted, and definitely VRP and Lost One have to go back to the drawing board. They need to change something up. Because I feel like if they go for the same strategy again, they're just gonna get into that same problem. Problem is, Saint Celestine is killing a unit like every turn, so that's not good. I mean, yes, they're starting to lose steam a little bit, but the wagons are going to be hard to shut down, and you still got, like I said, still got Celestine just killing stuff every turn. Yep, mechs do good damage against AdMech vehicles. Mega Slugger. We got a trader close by. Not enough influence really to buy anything. Captain has been in the fight for a long time, so you've got 230 influence. Makes more sense to go to the trader, stock up on, digital weapons or something. Maybe bring down a wagon. And I will be right back. Let's see the economy. I can't. The moving units. I want to see the economy of AdMech 40 plus 48. Power is almost negative. He's not building new power. That's kind of scary. He's gonna go in the negative. Yeah, you better get a handle of that. It's still 3 production. Turn 45. Building tier 1 unit. Yes, and that was my prediction, right? So my prediction was this goes late. There's no chance for SM. Onager goes down, melt a bomb. And we're seeing healing of infantry. And the sacrosants are out, which are like a moving wall basically because of their keepers of the faith. Was this 50% damage reduction and vulnerability damage reduction? So how you beat that is if they're in shaken or a broken state. All right. So it looks like they can stun Celestine, and the captain can start attacking the Retributors. But again, I think Blind Grenade would be better against Celestine. Blind Grenade costs 30 influence and it lasts for 2 turns. And it would definitely shut her down as far as damage goes. Instead of wasting 60 influence for 1 turn. Because I don't think they don't have, like I said, Devastators or anything to kill her. So, buying a stun grenade, I don't think it's as good. Sniper finish. Vengeance Zeal. Reduce the moral loss. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. This army composition, they have healing with mechs on the vehicles, healing with hospitalers. So really, yeah, it's not a great unit to go for. Oh. Loyalty relic. Mechs come out. More stun grenades. Okay. You have to kill the healers though. That's the thing. Alright. That's... I mean, the captain does pretty good damage versus the hospitalers. Then you have snipers that maybe you can finish it. Just think he should have gotten the edicts. Chapter edicts would have helped. But he has so little troops. Like, he has... Space Marine has, like, literally, not joking, 2 units next turn. That's it. Like, 2, like, a scout and an assault. That's his army right now. Plus a captain. So that's never good at turn 46 to be... Plus 12 science? Okay. Why do the snipers do like no damage? Feel no pain. That's why. Okay. They can't even kill this. Yeah, that's in the community mod. They definitely made the hospitalers not as tanky. Right, he used his sword. And I am running out of time. I might not be able to finish casting this game because I have to go to work soon. So hopefully, Otaman and Bulki can finish off MRP and Lost One so I can end the cast. All right, so it looks like they're regrouping. Otaman and Bulki. They have two more stun grenades, but they do have hospitalers that are close by to heal Saint Celestine. Dominus with onagers can do decent damage, but they're not upgraded onagers. All right. Down to the last stun grenade. Loaded battle wagon with retributors incoming. More hospitalers. See, I think honestly, if AdMech would have went more science and got the onagers more quickly, I think they would be in a better state because then you have like Marines, doing the heavy lifting, like far as protecting the onagers. Onagers do a lot of damage, and they seem to be a good matchup if protected against sister infantry, and also against Daka jets too. Not Daka jets, scrap jets. Gosh, I keep messing up. I guess the $1 million question: can they keep Celestine stunned, um, and then potentially kill her twice? It looks like they want to get regroup. Once she's killed once, they'll probably go in and free her. Um, that's what it kind of looks like. You got a lot of retributors. I'm sure melta bombs will be used to the full extent. There's not enough chaff units or protecting the onagers, so that's the other problem. But it's gonna be a slow go trying to kill her. So attack with these onagers first, and then move to the outposts. Please don't move to the outpost first. Okay, you did that right. That's not good. No, okay. Stun again. What's crazy, when she dies, um, there's no moral loss because she comes back to life. Miraculous intervention. That is another star grenade. Captain's gonna have to trade with her. Trade, yeah, to go into. I heard that poison grenade is pretty good on Celestine, but I need to test it out. I heard it. Oh gosh. Well, the other option is if you can kill enough of those. She has 19 leadership. They just need to shake in her. But if they can kill enough stuff, which is what I'd be trying to do, and then you kill her in the yellow, she's dead. But again, they would have to not lose troops and kill a lot of guys. Ugh. This is gonna be a slaughter. I mean, this vehicle's worth 12. But she is like reduced moral loss by 83%. Oh no, that's if she dies. Right. But she has, trying to find it here. Fearless, 67% moral loss. So 12 would be cut in half. It's like 6 or so. Brings her to 13 out of 19 leadership. To get her shaken just to below 66%. Oh, I'm not good at math, but I assume you would have to get her at like 12, 11 to get her in the yellow. Somewhere around there. All right. So, yeah. I would play the tech priest closer to zone out. the counterattack. And he doesn't have the engineer anymore to heal. Oh, now he has rocket launcher, which is pretty bad. All right. Lost one. VRP protect. Oh, okay. Protector imperative, which is they should go for the army. Ouch. So what do you go for? I guess the scrapjack first. Okay, the wig. Okay, you don't see that wagon. Stun again. Captain needs to go to outposts. Buy a stun grenade. Okay. So they see. Oh no. I don't think that's the right move. The counterattack is coming in with lots of melted bombs. But I guess the morale 18.5. Yeah, it's super hard. I think, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they fully push and they don't, they're say their count Otaman and Bulky's counterattack fail, which I don't think it's gonna fail, because you have all these slots to melt a bomb, retributors. So yeah, this is the vehicle that's gonna make difference. It's 3 melted bombs. Oh, you have hospitalers that can heal. So that's how much death value do they give? Just 2. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this strategy is not working because they don't have, like I said, Devastator. Like, this is the crazy part. He went infantry. He could have got a, like, Devastators could start knocking her down pretty quickly. Didn't go that route. I mean, if they were going for this stun lock strategy, Devastators seem to be a better choice than the scouts. Plus, Devastators can help you with the wagons and the. Anyways, just kind of frustrated that they chosen this strategy. Um, Hospitalers are gonna heal her to full, I think, or close to full, because they heal 6, I think. Yeah, in the vanilla. So this probably be my last turn I can commentate. I might just leave my recording going here and go to work. But there will be no more commentator from me, but then at least I can upload maybe the whole game here. I don't know. This might be GG here, so this would be good if, yeah, they can just kill them here. Why did you jink? Why did you jink? You had to kill. You messed up. That was a kind of a big mess up there. Yeah, their stun strategy did not pay off. Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna call it. This is good game for Otaman. And Bulky, uh, if they stayed in the game, it would just be a long awaited doom basically at this point. I mean, if you look at their economies aren't doing too well. I mean, as far as production goes, you got 7 or so armories for Orc compared to 4. Um, the economy is barely holding there for. But yeah, look at the army size difference. They have no answer for Saint Celestine, you know. All right, so good game. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it. I'm 99% sure that it's game over for them. But I had to work. So this is gonna be game 1 for Ottoman and Bulky. And then the next games I will not be able to cast. So we'll see if VRP and Lost One can change their strategies up in game number 2.